The Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Ali Qadhi, may God grant him heaven, frequently went to the cemetery of Wadi al-Salam in Najaf, and his visits lasted up to 4 hours, while he sat quietly in a corner. His pupils would tire and return home. They would say to themselves, "We are not talking about discipline. Rather, they are amazed by the level of their master's spirituality that makes him spend hours contemplating." At that time, a scholarly man lived in Tehran, very honorable and pious, and an all-around good person. The late Ayatollah Hajj Sheikh Muhammad Taqi Amoli, may Allah have mercy on his soul. He was among the first of the late Ayatollah Qadhi students of ethics and mysticism. He is reported to have said, "For quite some time I would see the late Ayatollah Qadhi spend 2 or 3 hours sitting in Wadi al-Salam. I said to myself, one should just visit the graves, please the souls of the dead by reciting a Fatiha, and then return home. There are more important tasks to do, and he should busy himself with those." I thought this in my heart, but I never mentioned it to anyone, not even my own closest friend from among the students of the late master Qadhi. Time went by. Every day, to make use of his presence, I went to see the professor, until the day I planned to leave Najaf and return to Iran. I had some doubts about the merit of this trip. These thoughts were in my mind, and no one else was aware of them. One night I was preparing for bed. In the room where I was staying, there was a shelf, and on the shelf, there were scientific and religious books. When I lay down, my feet were pointed toward the books. I asked myself, should I get up and change my sleeping position or not? The books aren't really directly across from my feet. The shelf is higher up, so I'm not being disrespectful of the books. I debated with myself and finally decided that lying in this position did not fall into the category of disrespect, and I slept. The next morning I went to see the late Ayatollah Qadhi and I greeted him. He said, "Alaykum al-Salam. It is not advisable for you to go to Iran. And moreover, stretching your legs out toward books is not respectful." Without thinking, I suddenly burst out, "Sir, how do you know about this? How did you find out?" He replied, "From Wadi al-Salam."